Hello, thank you so much for coming back. This is Joanna, also known as Joanna the Medium. I am going to have this intro be very short because they're pretty boring when they're too long. So first and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you for making 2016 one of the best years for me as far as my spiritual work goes. If it wasn't for you, the YouTube channel, I wouldn't be where I am today. And it is, like I said, one of the most incredible years for me as far as my spiritual work. So thank you, each and every one of you. These are going to be readings, of course, general readings. If you would like a personal reading, that information is right down below. Thank you, each and every one of you who have purchased readings from me in 2016. I hope that you like them, and I look forward to speaking to you again in 2017. For those of you who wish to purchase a reading, thank you for considering me, because there are many, many wonderful readers or mediums out there. Many changes in 2017. It is a year of new beginnings, and from what I remember of the 12 signs, they're quite substantial for most, if not all of the signs, but they're good changes. These are changes that are going to be very good for most of you, if not all of you. Of course, if you would like to listen to your moon sign or rising sign because your sun sign does not resonate, I hear from you that it happens a lot and it's actually very helpful. Also, my readings tend to not make much sense at the beginning of each month, but they make a lot of sense towards the end of the month, and I have been hearing that from you for quite some time, so also consider that. And very quickly, I am doing 2017 6-month projection videos. They will be posted in the next 2 weeks. I will do a video on the links, or with the links to that. They will be available for purchase for a very small fee. So that's coming up very shortly. And I also have my own radio show starting in March. So if you would like me to discuss certain topics or interview certain individuals, by all means, send me an email, or I will probably be doing sometimes free readings live. That will be information will also be posted. Bottom line is, if you would like to see something or hear something, by all means send me that information and I will take it all into consideration, because I will be starting from scratch. Anyway, I think that's all I want to leave with you. It's already past 2 minutes. So I look forward to seeing you in February. Thank you so much again for watching. And if you wish to speak with me personally, that information is down below. And without further ado, here are your readings for January 2017. Bye. Hello and welcome back. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Sun, moon, and rising sign. I have 3 cards face down as always. I will start off with channeled message first. And let's see what we have for January 2017. What I'm hearing is that the peace of mind is assured in the month of January, particularly when it concerns to a health condition or a health situation. I am seeing someone having a broken arm or some kind of situation with an arm, and I hear left arm. It could also be right, but I heard left first and foremost. For some of you, looks like you have been dealing with a health condition involving your digestive system. And particularly, I am hearing the word acid, and I'm also hearing the word ulcers. So if you are dealing, or you have been dealing with anything associated with acidity in your body or your digestive system, or if you have been diagnosed with ulcers, not only in your digestive system, but other kinds of ulcers. He's showing me that there could be ulcers in different parts of the body. You are being urged to not only seek assistance, but also to know that help is on the way, and whatever you are dealing with is something, and he does call it a condition. He does not call it a disease or illness, which is very important. But whatever this is, you are being assured that help is on the way, and the right individual or individuals will in fact find a way to help you. I am also seeing medication, and particularly medication for acid. Now that's interesting. because it could signify that you need to be on prescription medication or on other kinds of supplements or vitamins or medication in order to help you not only with your digestive system but also with some kind of acidity in your body. But I am being pointed more towards my abdomen. Now, as I talk about this, I am also being pointed towards my throat, and I actually feel constriction at the base of my neck. And I'm asking, what is this about? And he says to me, tonsils. Now, interesting, because tonsils are here. They're not here. But for whatever reason, he is saying to me that for some of you, you are dealing with tonsils, tonsillitis, or something to do with tonsils. Whether it is going to be a situation where they have to be removed or he's showing me enlarged tonsils. So that's a very specific message, and obviously it's not going to affect all of you. Hope not. So it's going to be a message for a very specific few of you. It could also be that your child is dealing with tonsils or something connected with, I hear the word tonsillitis. Now, I still want to go back to my neck here. For some of you, this seems to be a very much health-connected message. For some of you, he says at the base of the neck. Some of you have pain at the base of the back of your neck, which is something very different. And he's showing me whatever is happening over there is radiating towards the top of your head and to the sides, and it's giving you a headache, whether it's a physical symptom, headache, physical manifestation, or the proverbial, it's giving, the back pain is giving you a headache, neck is giving you a headache, and I'm hearing, get it looked at. It could also be that you might have some kind of an ulcer or on the back of your neck, which I don't know if that exists. I'm sure it does, but that's kind of a peculiar message. Now, for some of you, I'm going to the back of my throat, and he's asking me to mention the word thyroid. Now, when I say the word thyroid, I'm seeing the number 5, which could indicate May. So you either have had something since the month of May, as far as symptoms, or a condition was diagnosed in the month of May, or maybe since the month of May you have been feeling off pertaining to your throat. For some of you, it has to do something with the number 5. Maybe it's been 5 years, 5 weeks, 5 days. I don't know what it is, but something with the number 5 is being shown to me. Perhaps those of you who are dealing with a thyroid condition or a throat condition, base of the neck, this is what I want to talk about. It's not so much here, it's here for whatever reason, or that's where I feel it. Maybe there's a number 5 that's significant to you, and maybe it's a birth date, special date. Maybe you're going to resonate with that, and that will be the sign that you're supposed to be listening to this message. Again, I hear the words health is on the way. For some of you, you are dealing with an elder mother. First I heard mother, then I heard brother. So I'm going to talk about the mother first. And whoever this mother figure is, I am seeing her. I hear the condition is deteriorating, and I see her very weak. So this lady is being shown to me. She has difficulty standing up. I do want to say she is in her 90s or mid-90s. And of course, this message is not going to resonate with all of you for sure. Again, I hear the words help is on the way. So what is the message around this? I hear bed rest. So maybe you are dealing with an elderly mother or a grandmother, and she is weak and she needs to have bed rest. Sorry, I'm going to turn off the email. I didn't realize it was on. And that is the message. I also see that whoever this mother figure or grandmother is, you are either in charge of her well-being, in charge of her estate, or you are taking care of her. And I hear the word son. So you are the son. You could also be the daughter. And I hear the name Tom, or the name that has a letter T, O, or M in it, first or last. But I first heard Tom. Again, I hear the word bed rest. Let me just see if there's anything else. Okay, so he's wiping the slate clean about the health situation. That was a lot of health info for you guys. I'm asking why this was passed on to you, aside from the fact that you will resonate with some of you and not with others. He says to me, so that you worry less. Perhaps this is being brought forward to you in order to have it checked out when it comes to the other conditions that I mentioned. And maybe you've been wondering or not wanting to know, or maybe you have been afraid to find out or timid about wanting to find out what it is. And by the message coming to you saying help is on the way and this is something that can be easily solved or resolved, maybe that will give you a feeling of ease, and therefore you will proceed with doing whatever you need to be doing. Sometimes when we don't want to face a certain answer, especially when it's health related, we kind of push it aside because it's like, if I don't see it, it doesn't exist type of thing. So, and then the word I get with this is denial. For some of you, there's definitely a situation health-wise where you have been ignoring the signs and ignoring the symptoms. And I hear the word flare-ups. So again, I'm being pointed to my throat. So this could be tonsils, this could be any kind of a throat condition, thyroid, anything that has the word, well, flare-up. Flare-up could be anything. And it also talks about digestion. So that aside, and we are coming from a Christmas season or a holiday season where the overabundance of food and alcohol and other stuff has been ingested. So it can certainly create havoc in a delicate body and in a system. Certainly overabundance of food, and especially the not so healthy food, will make the body very acidic. For some of you, see, I was going to stop talking about health, but he's holding me on to it. For some of you, I feel you are smoking, but I feel that when you are smoking, it's starting to feel really off. And if this is what you are feeling, if you're coming to a point in your life where you enjoyed cigarettes for a long time, but it's now starting to feel really gross when you light up, that is your sign that it's time to let it go. Your body is saying, I've had enough. Your mind is saying, I've had enough. And it's just a matter of you deciding to let go of this habit. Incidentally, he is pointing to your smoking, or to the smoking habit, and to issues around digestion or stomach. So, maybe when you are very nervous or in stress, you smoke a lot more and you don't eat, and that can certainly contribute to issues with digestion and sometimes ulcerative conditions in the digestive system. Now, I'm also seeing the number 7 or July. Somehow this is, Sagittarius doesn't have a July month in their birthday, but maybe there is, somehow you connect with the month of July or with the number 7 as a life path or as a significant number or a date. And I'm looking at the clock, or the watch clock, and I'm going to leave this and let's go to the cards. So I always hope that the cards will corroborate the message that came through. Sometimes it is a different message, so let's see what happens. What you're leaving now and what has transpired or contributed to where you are right now is the card called Patience and Planning. And look at the number 7. So that's a bit of a confirmation with what I just said about the number 7. So for some of you, the 7 will be very specific and it will resonate indeed with something very specific. So what this is telling you, patience and planning. Okay, this is what you're leaving behind. This is energies that you have worked with and energies or situations that have contributed to where you are today. He is showing me, or I'm being shown, and what I hear is that this has to do with work. Something about you building a structure, as in business, or it could be a physical structure. Something is took a lot of time for you, a lot of time and effort for you to get to where you are right now. And we'll see what the cards talks about as far as the current conditions. So this is what you're leaving behind. This is what has contributed to your situation. And remember, the situation doesn't always have to be negative. As a matter of fact, I always hope it's not negative because, well, positive is better than negative. So he's asking me to say July. Something about July is important here. Even though this is a card number 7, something about July is important. Maybe since July of 2016, you have been working on something, a project, a work-connected idea, something significant that required you to give a lot of tender, loving care, because I see you massaging this project, and this is not a physical massage, but I see you working on something very diligently in order to build some kind of a structure. Now, again, structure could be within a business, could be physical structure, could be a project, something that he says something with arms and legs, but obviously, well, maybe who knows, maybe you've been building a baby. You've been trying to get a baby together. That can be it too. So we'll see what the next card is. And he's actually showing me, so for some of you, well, maybe you've been trying to get pregnant since July. And because he's showing me the pregnancy card or the pregnancy symbol. And let's see what the next card says. So the current situation is shown by the card called Awareness. Traditional tarot deck is Magician. Number 1, creation. Magicians create. Ingenuity, creation, creativity, making things happen, putting things together, ideas. In this card, it says awareness. It is a major arcana card, so it is an important message, but it is shown to me in reverse. So I want to ask what this is. Okay. I want, the words I hear are not yet, as in the timing is not yet. However, I hear the word procrastinating. So perhaps you are trying to build something or manifest something. That's the word I want to use. And you've been working diligently towards it. You've been toiling towards this. And you've been doing it. But then he said, then I hear the words, procrastination. Perhaps you are procrastinating, but that kind of doesn't make sense because you've been working towards something for a long time. You have been planning. You have been working towards something. He's asking me to just say the word procrastinate, okay? For those of you who will this applies to, you will understand this. But it has something to do with you needing to manifest something or wanting to manifest something. Yet there is a bit of a level of procrastination in the month of January. Okay? Now, he's not going into the reasons why this is, but I do feel there is a slight anxiousness or trepidation pertaining to what it is that you want to manifest. It's almost like, I want to manifest this, but I'm a little bit afraid. And I can't quite pick up what the trepidation is about. But whatever it is you are trying to manifest is substantial. Now, if you are wanting to get pregnant, if you are looking at wanting to conceive, and you've been working on it for a while, maybe right now you're procrastinating because you're going, maybe it's not meant to be, maybe it's better time to wait, maybe it's not the right timing, whatever it is. The words are, the time is not right yet. So maybe you need to procrastinate a little bit, because for whatever reason, whatever is working on is not ready to take off just yet. I heard the words car business. For some of you, something to do with car business, whether you work with cars, you work in a car business, anything related to car business, that is being shown to me. And then I hear the word traffic, which makes no sense to me, but I'm just going to leave it there and see if it guys makes sense to you. Let me just see if there's anything else on this card. I'm asking if there's anything else that he wants to say, and he says they need to wait for better opportunity. So it's almost like whatever you're trying to create, again, whatever you're trying to build, whatever you've been patiently toiling towards, it seems the opportunity is not quite there yet. And because I am recording this at the end of December, it could be that towards the end of January, this is going to make perfect sense to you. As a matter of fact, most of my readings make perfect sense towards the end of a particular month. But what I hear is do not procrastinate, yet at the same time, I hear the timing is not right. So I'm trying to wrap my head around this. And the way I want to say it is, even though you are not seeing the results yet, don't procrastinate, don't put it aside. Keep doing what you're doing, keep working towards your goal. And just because you're not seeing the manifestations of it right now, and I am recording this on the 29th of December, just because you're not seeing it yet does not mean you will not see the results of it down the road. Very important. Now, interestingly enough, I'm being pushed towards May. I don't know why. Obviously, this makes no sense to you. If you are working on a huge project, maybe it'll manifest itself by the month of May. And there could be a million interpretations to this, so I won't do that because it just doesn't make any sense. Now, the last card is an advice card, and the card is, perfect. Number 19, 1 and 9 is 10, which is new beginnings. Well, this is number 1, right there. Even though the card says light, which I believe is the sun in a traditional tarot deck, but please don't quote me. The words I hear is don't lose hope. Reach for the stars, don't lose hope. So even though the timing is not right towards whatever you have been working or whatever you have been working towards, do not lose hope, because it will manifest itself or it will transpire into your reality. Now, I have to say, for some of you, this is definitely a pregnancy deal. And even though the cards do not have anything to do here with pregnancy, that is what I'm being shown, because he's showing me the fertility card. For some of you, you have been working towards getting pregnant and it is not happening. Okay, maybe there is some stuff you need to do around your health. Maybe you need to take better care of your health. Maybe other things need to come to play before your the conception takes place. But they're saying, don't lose hope. And again, he's pointing me towards May. So between December 29th, which is when I'm recording this, and the month of May, your goal or your desired manifestation is going to come into fruition. So that's in the next 5 months, this is going to come into fruition. Let me just see if there's anything else. Yeah, he's underlining the number 5, and which is May. Also, for some of you, maybe the number 5 is very significant somehow. I also heard the word Leo. Okay, maybe for some of you, you are with a Leo, or somehow a person under the sign of Leo is very significant in this equation. Or maybe you have one of your dominant houses in Leo, your moon sign or your rising sign is in Leo. It's quite possible, but he's showing me Leo and the number 8, which is, for me, it's Leo. And I think that's all I have. Would be interesting to see what the projection for 2017 say pertaining to this, and if it kind of continues on, and I will be posting those towards middle of January for you. I think that's all I have. I hear again, don't lose hope and have faith. And for those of you who do have issues around health or challenges, please take care of those. And because maybe the reason why the timing is not right for your project is because you need to take care of yourself first. You need to take care of your health first, because of wherever you're going, it's going to keep you busy and you will put your health on the back burner once again. So it could be, don't procrastinate could very much be a health concern here, as in stop procrastinating, get it fixed, okay, or get it dealt with. I hope this made sense to you. If you wish to comment, I read every single one of them. And keep in mind, this probably won't make sense to you at the beginning of January, but it most certainly will make sense to you towards the end of January if this is meant for you. You can also look up the other signs, your moon sign and your rising sign, as they typically will offer a greater picture, or they will speak to you a little bit more this month. I want to thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting on the videos. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a wonderful month of January. And of course, if you want a private reading, that information is right down below. If you click under more info, it'll take you directly to my booking site or to my website if you want to contact me. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful month of January, and I will see you soon. Bye.